Hello and welcome to another update video about MATIC. Yeah, MATIC dropped further yesterday in line with primary expectations, with my main expectation, and the preferred scenario suggested that the price should drop a little lower in a more direct fashion in the yellow wave count to basically complete wave 2, somewhere ideally below the 8th of January low, because what we like to see is typically here a clear A, B, C structure. That would be very straightforward. And so far this is working out. However, I sense that we could see an alternative play out. Obviously, it's at the moment only an assumption, without any evidence, but this would be, you can't say, but this would be the spot from where it could start. So we talk about these two scenarios. In both, however, the preferred interpretation is that the wave 2 hasn't finished yet. So that gives you a very clear statement. However, also obviously there is no certainty, right? I mean, there is no certainty in financial markets. However, we want to talk about the potentials. First of all, it's worth understanding that the structure to the upside is a complete 5-wave move in a leading diagonal. The pullback currently quite short in duration compared to that wave 1. Therefore, that's the first reason why I assume that wave 2 isn't finished yet. Then the wave 2 only reached basically the area between the 50% and the 38.2 retracement, spent only a little bit of time in that support area and rallied only in 3 waves. All of that not really adding up to the idea that, okay, we are already in a 3rd wave rally, because if wave 2 is finished and we are already in the 3rd wave, which is typically the most aggressive wave in a cycle, this should already be gone, okay? So that's the second reason why I think, the low isn't in yet. And also then basically that's the third reason is how low it, the retracement here, the degree of retracement came down very, very close to the 8th of January low. And that's 90% retracement. And typically that indicates we're going to see another low. Now, if that happens more directly or after a more extended B wave, as shown here in the white count, that's what time will tell, but it's worth knowing about these potentials, and it's worth understanding that at the moment, the idea that wave 2 could already have bottomed is not the preferred scenario. Of course, it's possible, yeah. Whenever the yellow box or any support zone is reached, the price has the potential to turn around, but if it does from here, it's not very evident yet. So the idea is that this move down initially to the 8th of January lows was only the A wave of a larger ABC pattern. The B wave probably topped here. That's in the yellow scenario, the B wave topped. That's at the moment the primary scenario. It reacted to our resistance area. Was great to buy here, sell here. The parameters were very clear. And then the C wave down could now unfold, but a wave 4 and 5 is still missing. Also the wave 3 could extend a little longer. It reached really only the bare minimum expectations. But it's a valid 3rd wave. The 4th would need to happen then, and the 5. If the 4th happens from here, then the resistance, the nearest resistance area, can be found between 79.6 and 83 cents. A break above 83 cents would trigger the white scenario. But until then, another low in wave 5 should ideally happen. Now, that's just because it is the ideal pattern. This is currently the preferred scenario. I've got a feeling it might go for white, and that's in line with Bitcoin's scenario, roughly, that we might see a bit of a more extended B wave there, that the B wave never finished here on the 11th of January, but in fact is still ongoing. And it would mean that this here, yeah, it was an A wave down in the white count, but then in white, A wave up over larger B wave down. That deep retracement indicates it's a flat structure that's unfolding. And if we now see an impulsive move above 83 cents, then it's likely this ABC in a larger B wave, resistance possibly around $1, and then we could still come down from there. Okay, so that would also be great for swing traders, again, adding a little bit in support and selling in resistance. That's sort of how I see the market at the moment. So we're at a key juncture there, a key pivot point where it will be decided between white and yellow. So I keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.